Have you ever felt a quiet tiredness that just wouldn't go away? Or found yourself wondering why energy levels aren't quite what they used to be? Even when you feel like you're doing everything right, it's a common feeling, isn't it? Especially as we get a little older, we want to enjoy our golden years, cherish time with family, pursue our passions, and simply feel vibrant and alive. But sometimes, it feels like something subtle is working against us, a hidden current that gently pulls us away from the long, fulfilling life we envision. It's not always obvious, not a sudden illness or a major change, but rather a collection of everyday patterns, quiet habits that we might not even realize are slowly, almost imperceptibly, chipping away at our vitality and potentially shortening our time here. This isn't about blaming anyone or making you feel bad. It's about shining a light on these sneaky culprits so we can consciously choose a different path. In this video, we're going to uncover 7 of these very habits that, after 70, can quietly shorten your life without you even realizing it. But more importantly, we'll talk about simple, practical ways to turn things around. Stick with me until the very end, because I promise there's something waiting for you that will genuinely surprise and empower you. Let's dive right into the first habit, one that many of us fall into without even thinking about it, and that's a persistent lack of movement. Now, I'm not talking about becoming a marathon runner overnight, or lifting heavy weights at the gym if that's not your thing. What I mean is the subtle creep of a sedentary lifestyle. Perhaps you used to enjoy long walks, but now the couch feels more inviting. Maybe you spend hours watching television, reading, or on the computer, and the days go by with very little physical activity. It's easy to justify. Isn't it, I've earned my rest? We might think, or I'm just not as young as I used to be. But here's the surprising truth: the less we move, the harder it becomes to move. Our muscles, bones, and joints need regular activity to stay strong and flexible. When we sit for long periods, our circulation slows, our muscles start to weaken, and our balance can become compromised. Think of a car that sits in the garage too long. It starts to seize up. Our bodies are much the same. A lack of movement contributes to a host of issues that can accelerate aging and increase our risk of various health problems. It can lead to higher blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and even certain types of cancer. It also impacts our mental well-being, often leading to feelings of lethargy, low mood, and even depression, which further reduces our desire to be active. We might find ourselves feeling stiff when we get up, or out of breath after a short walk to the mailbox. These aren't just minor inconveniences. They are signs that our bodies are yearning for more motion. The solution doesn't have to be drastic. It can start with small, manageable steps, instead of sitting for a full hour. Try getting up for 5 minutes every half hour to stretch or walk around the room. Consider gentle activities like walking around your garden, doing some light chair exercises, or even just marching in place during commercial breaks. If you're able, a daily walk, even a short one, can make an enormous difference. Start with 10 minutes, then gradually build up. The goal is consistency, not intensity. Remember, every little bit of movement adds up. Even doing chores around the house, like sweeping or dusting, counts as physical activity. The key is to break up long periods of sitting and find joy in moving your body in ways that feel good to you. Now, flowing seamlessly from how we spend our days, let's talk about the second habit that quietly erodes our vitality: poor sleep habits. It's often said that as we age, we need less sleep, or that fragmented sleep is just a normal part of getting older. But that's a myth that can be quite harmful. While our sleep architecture might change slightly with age, our fundamental need for quality, restorative sleep does not diminish. Many people over 70 experience difficulty falling asleep, staying asleep, or wake up feeling unrefreshed and simply accept it as their new normal. They might watch TV until late, have irregular bedtimes, or rely on naps that disrupt their nighttime sleep cycle. This isn't just about feeling tired the next day. Chronic poor sleep has profound and far-reaching effects on our health. When we don't get enough good quality sleep, our bodies don't have the time to repair and rejuvenate. Our immune system weakens, making us more susceptible to illness. Our brain struggles to clear out waste products, which can impact memory and cognitive function, sometimes even contributing to the risk of conditions like dementia. Our hormones get thrown out of balance, affecting everything from our appetite to our mood. It can increase inflammation in the body, which is a root cause of many age-related diseases. Have you ever noticed how much harder it is to concentrate, to remember things, or to simply feel positive after a restless night? It's because sleep is our body's reset button, our natural healing process. To improve your sleep, start by establishing a consistent bedtime and wake-up time, even on weekends. Create a relaxing pre-sleep routine, a warm bath, reading a book, listening to calming music, or some gentle stretching. Make sure your bedroom is dark, quiet, and cool. Avoid heavy meals, caffeine, and alcohol close to bedtime. And while a short nap can be refreshing, try to keep it brief, 20 to 30 minutes, and avoid napping too late in the afternoon, as it can interfere with nighttime sleep. Prioritizing sleep isn't a luxury, it's a necessity for a longer, healthier, and happier life. Finally, for this section, let's consider a habit that impacts our mental and emotional well-being just as much as our physical health, social isolation, and loneliness. As we get older, life often presents us with circumstances that can lead to reduced social interaction. Children move away. Friends and spouses pass on. Mobility might decrease, or simply our social circles naturally shrink. It's easy to retreat into our homes, perhaps feeling less inclined to seek out new connections. This can feel like a comfortable choice at first, a preference for quiet and solitude. However, chronic social isolation is a silent killer, as potent as smoking or obesity. It's not just about feeling sad. Loneliness triggers a stress response in the body, leading to increased inflammation, higher blood pressure, and weakened immunity. It has a significant impact on cognitive function, increasing the risk of cognitive decline and dementia. As our brains thrive on stimulation and interaction, human beings are wired for connection. We need social bonds to feel safe, supported, and to thrive. When we lack these connections, we can feel a deep sense of emptiness and disconnection. Think about how much joy and laughter a good conversation with a friend or family member can bring, or the sense of belonging you feel when you're part of a community group. To combat social isolation, it requires intentional effort, but the rewards are immeasurable. Start small. Reach out to an old friend you haven't spoken to in a while. Join a local club or a hobby group, maybe a book club, a walking group, a gardening club, or even a local seniors center. Volunteer for a cause you care about. If getting out is difficult, explore online communities or virtual meetups. Simple daily interactions, like chatting with the cashier at the grocery store or waving to a neighbor, can also make a difference. The goal is to nurture existing relationships and to be open to forming new ones. Connection fuels our spirit and gives us a reason to engage with the world. Now that we've discussed how a lack of movement, poor sleep, and social isolation can quietly impact our well-being, let's explore more habits that are often overlooked but carry significant consequences for our health as we age. Building on the foundation of our physical and social well-being, let's turn our attention to the fourth habit that can subtly shorten our lives after 70, allowing chronic stress and worry to become our constant companions. Life, at any age, brings its share of challenges. As we get older, these might include health concerns, financial anxieties, loss of loved ones, or worries about the future. It's perfectly natural to experience stress in response to these situations. However, when stress becomes chronic, a persistent background hum of anxiety and worry that never seems to switch off, it transforms from a temporary alarm signal into a damaging force. Many of us, over decades, develop habits of worrying about things we can't control, replaying past events, or anticipating future problems. This isn't just a mental state. It has profound physical repercussions. When our bodies are in a constant state of fight or flight, even a low-grade one, they release stress hormones like cortisol. While helpful in short bursts, elevated cortisol levels over long periods wreak havoc on our systems. It can suppress the immune system, making us more vulnerable to infections and diseases. It contributes to high blood pressure, heart disease, digestive issues, and even accelerates cellular aging. Chronic stress also severely impacts our sleep, creating a vicious cycle where worry keeps us awake and lack of sleep makes us more prone to worry. It affects our memory and concentration, making it harder to learn new things or recall information. Think about a time you were extremely worried. Did you feel a tightness in your chest, a knot in your stomach, or find yourself constantly agitated? That's your body reacting. The key is not to eliminate stress entirely, which is impossible, but to develop healthier ways of managing it. This means cultivating habits that promote calm and resilience. Simple practices like deep breathing exercises, where you slowly inhale through your nose, hold for a few seconds, and slowly exhale through your mouth, can immediately calm your nervous system. Mindfulness meditation, even for just 5 or 10 minutes a day, can help you observe your thoughts without getting swept away by them. Spending time in nature, pursuing hobbies you enjoy, listening to calming music, or engaging in gentle exercise like walking or yoga are all powerful stress reducers. Even talking about your worries with a trusted friend, family member, or a professional can lighten the burden. Learning to let go of what you can't control, focusing on the present moment, and practicing gratitude can shift your perspective and significantly reduce the silent toll of chronic worry on your body and mind. Moving on. Let's talk about the fifth habit, one so fundamental yet often overlooked: neglecting proper hydration. It sounds simple, doesn't it? Just drink more water. But for many people over 70, staying adequately hydrated becomes a quiet challenge. Thirst signals can diminish with age, meaning we don't feel as thirsty even when our bodies are crying out for fluids. Mobility issues might make it harder to get up and get a drink, or concerns about frequent trips to the bathroom might lead some to intentionally limit their fluid intake. However, even mild dehydration can have surprisingly significant consequences for our health, quietly accelerating the aging process and increasing our vulnerability to various conditions. Our bodies are mostly water, and every single cell, tissue, and organ needs water to function properly. Water regulates body temperature, lubricates joints, transports nutrients, and helps remove waste products. When we're dehydrated, these essential processes become less efficient. It can lead to headaches, fatigue, dizziness, and constipation. For older adults, dehydration can also cause confusion, balance issues, and even falls, which can have severe repercussions. It puts a strain on the kidneys and can worsen existing health conditions. You might notice your skin becomes drier, your energy levels dip, or you simply don't feel as sharp mentally. These are all subtle signs that your body needs more fluids. The good news is that this habit is relatively easy to change. Make it a point to drink small amounts of water consistently throughout the day, rather than trying to gulp down large quantities all at once. Keep a glass or bottle of water within easy reach. If plain water isn't appealing, try adding a slice of lemon, cucumber, or some berries for flavor. Herbal teas, diluted fruit juices, or even broth can contribute to your fluid intake. Remember that foods like fruits and vegetables, which are rich in water content, also contribute Aim for clear or very pale yellow urine as a good indicator of adequate hydration. Making hydration a mindful. Daily habit is one of the simplest yet most effective ways to support your body's vital functions and preserve your health. Next up, the sixth habit that often goes unnoticed but can have serious long-term implications, ignoring minor ailments and delaying doctor visits. It's common, as we age, to become a little more stoic, to brush off aches, pains, or unusual symptoms as just part of getting older. We might tell ourselves it's nothing, or that we don't want to bother the doctor unless it's something truly serious. Perhaps there's a fear of what might be found, or a reluctance to navigate appointments and waiting rooms. However, this habit of procrastination and dismissal can allow small problems to fester and grow into much larger, more complex, and life-threatening conditions. Many serious diseases, like certain cancers, heart disease, or diabetes, often start with subtle, seemingly minor symptoms. Catching these issues early, when they are still small and manageable, vastly improves the chances of successful treatment and a good outcome. A persistent cough, an unusual mole, unexplained fatigue, changes in digestion, or new pains that don't go away could be nothing, or they could be early warning signs. By delaying a visit to the doctor, we lose precious time that could be used for early diagnosis and intervention. Think of it like a small leak in your roof. If you ignore it, it eventually becomes a major structural problem. Regular checkups, even when you feel well, are also crucial. They allow your doctor to monitor your overall health, screen for common age-related conditions, and discuss preventive measures. Don't be afraid to voice your concerns to your doctor. You know your body best, and if something feels off, it's worth investigating. Being proactive about your health doesn't mean being hypochondriac. It means being responsible and giving yourself the best chance for a long, healthy life. It means taking charge of your well-being. Finally, let's address the seventh habit, which significantly impacts our internal health and energy: unhealthy eating patterns. After 70, our nutritional needs can shift, and sometimes our eating habits don't adapt with them. It's easy to fall into patterns of convenience, relying on highly processed foods that are quick to prepare but offer little nutritional value. Perhaps cooking for one feels like too much effort, or taste buds change, making certain nutritious foods less appealing. We might gravitate towards sugary snacks, refined grains, and unhealthy fats, simply because they're comforting or readily available. However, consistently consuming a diet lacking in essential nutrients and rich in detrimental components quietly starves our bodies at a cellular level, contributing to inflammation and disease. Think of your body as a complex machine that needs the right fuel to run smoothly. Processed foods, high in sugar, unhealthy fats, and sodium, are like putting dirty fuel into a finely tuned engine. They provide quick energy spikes followed by crashes, contribute to weight gain, and increase the risk of chronic conditions such as heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and high blood pressure. They can also lead to digestive issues, weaken our immune system, and accelerate cognitive decline. Conversely, a diet rich in whole, unprocessed foods provides the vitamins, minerals, fiber, and antioxidants our bodies desperately need to repair, protect, and energize themselves. Eating well isn't about rigid diets or deprivation. It's about making conscious, balanced choices. Focus on incorporating more colorful fruits and vegetables into your meals. Lean proteins like fish, poultry, beans, and lentils are essential for maintaining muscle mass. Whole grains, like oats and brown rice, provide sustained energy and fiber. Healthy fats, found in avocados, nuts, seeds, and olive oil, are crucial for brain health and reducing inflammation. Even if your appetite has decreased, aim for nutrient-dense foods in smaller portions. Meal prepping can help ensure healthy options are always on hand. And exploring new simple recipes can make healthy eating exciting. Remember, Every meal is an opportunity to nourish your body and invest in your longevity. So, we've explored 7 habits that, if left unaddressed, can subtly but significantly impact our health and potentially shorten our lives after 70. We talked about how a persistent lack of movement can weaken our bodies and increase disease risk, and how poor sleep habits rob us of essential repair and rejuvenation. We delved into the profound impact of social isolation and loneliness on both our mental and physical well-being. Then we discussed the silent damage caused by allowing chronic stress and worry to dominate our lives, and the critical importance of proper hydration for every bodily function. We also highlighted the danger of ignoring minor ailments and delaying necessary doctor visits. And finally, the foundational role that healthy eating patterns play in fueling our bodies for longevity. It might feel like a lot to take in, but please don't feel overwhelmed. The most important message here is one of empowerment and hope. You have the power to make changes, no matter how small they seem. Remember, every single step you take towards a healthier habit is a powerful investment in your future. It's not about being perfect. It's about being consistent and kind to yourself. Think of it as a gentle shift, one small adjustment at a time. Maybe you start by walking for just 5 extra minutes a day, or adding an extra glass of water to your routine. Perhaps you commit to calling one friend each week, or trying a new healthy recipe. These small, consistent changes build momentum and lead to remarkable transformations over time. Your golden years should be a time of joy, vitality, and connection. You deserve to feel your best, to have the energy to do the things you love, and to share precious moments with those who matter most. Don't let these quiet habits steal your potential. Instead, use this knowledge as a springboard for positive change. Embrace the idea that every day is an opportunity to choose habits that support a longer, richer, and more fulfilling life. We'd love to hear from you. Which of these habits resonated most with you? What small changes are you planning to make? Or what healthy habits have you already embraced that have made a big difference in your life? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your insights could inspire someone else. If you found this video helpful and uplifting, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more practical advice and encouragement to live your best life at every age. Remember, the journey to a vibrant and healthy later life is a continuous one, and you are never too old to start thriving. Live your best life at every age.